Secret of the moment. David and Mercy were a devoted Christian couple. Their marriage was not just by love, it was God's will. People always admired them. They prayed together, served together, and loved God deeply. But there was one pain they carried silently for over 20 years. They had no child. To add to their burden, after many years of serving God faithfully, financial hardship also came. Mercy was the type of woman who never joked with the things of God. She was always in church before anyone else. She would sweep, arrange chairs, clean the altar, and prepare the house of God as though she was preparing her own palace. She had done this for years with joy, believing that one day God would wipe her tears. David, on the other hand, was known for his giving. He believed so much in missions that he would sacrifice his salary, his savings, and his comfort to support missionaries who preached the gospel in villages. Even in their waiting, his joy was to see the gospel move forward. But as the years passed, things grew harder. The business that once brought them income began to collapse. Sometimes they barely had food to eat. Mercy began to lose faith. David, she cried one evening, "We have served God for too long. We have prayed, we have given, yet no child, no money, nothing. Maybe God has forgotten us." But David held her hand and said gently, "Mercy, God cannot forget us. Delay is not denial. Let's keep holding on." Still, inside her heart, Mercy struggled. The night of tears one night, while David was asleep, Mercy could not hold it anymore. She woke up at midnight, knelt beside her bed, and cried bitterly. "Oh Lord," she prayed, "enough is enough. Remember me. Remember my husband. Remember our tears. Have mercy on us." As she prayed, she began to sing through her tears, "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy." Her voice filled the room. David woke up quietly and joined her. They both cried and prayed until morning. Something changed that night. The unexpected breakthrough. A few weeks later, David was called for a contract he never applied for. It was a big job, the type that could change their lives completely. Within a short time, he was paid a huge amount of money. Mercy danced and sang for joy. Neighbors who once mocked them now came to rejoice. "At last, your tears are over," they said. But then something unexpected happened. As they prayed to thank God for the blessing, they heard the Lord speak clearly, "This money is for the missionaries. Do not use it for yourselves." Mercy froze. "What? Missionaries, after all our years of suffering?" After waiting this long, tears rolled down her face. "God, this is not fair." David held her. "Mercy, I know it's hard, but remember, obedience is better than sacrifice. God is testing us. We must trust Him." For days they struggled. Mercy wept every night. David himself was tempted, but he kept his faith. Finally, with trembling hands and heavy hearts, they carried the money to their church and gave it to support the missionaries. The pastor was shocked. Everyone who heard about it wept. The secret of the moment. Not long after, the real miracle came. David received another contract, even bigger than the first, this time. God said nothing about giving it away. They kept it. And it transformed their lives. They built their own house. Their finances blossomed. And then after 20 years of waiting, Mercy became pregnant. The doctors themselves were amazed. At delivery, she gave birth not to one, but twins, a boy and a girl. The whole church erupted in joy. People came from far and near to celebrate. Their story became a testimony. Mercy knelt before the congregation with her babies in her arms and tears in her eyes. "I once thought God had forgotten me. But now I know sometimes our biggest miracle is hidden in the secret of obedience. The secret of the moment is trusting God even when it doesn't make sense. Lesson: God's timing is never too late. Sometimes He tests us with what we hold dearest. Obedience is the doorway to miracles, truly. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy.